Doing some more testing with this hopper throttle stuff. There's all the little micros it's got in it. Different fungicide. Yeah. Anyways, comes like this. Got a long shelf life, as long as it don't get too hot, keeping cold storage. Once you take all this out, pops in all the stuff, activates that. Then you got 7 to 10 days, I think they said. Get on the bean, it's got 90 like everything else. So we got some replant. We just treat some beans in the front hopper with seed chill for some more tests. And we'll put this in the back hopper, and Dad's gonna go plant a bunch of holes in Indiana. Check her up, you start pouring her in. Boy, it stinks. Smells like turkey crap. They say you can pour it right on top of the hopper. We're kind of mixing it in a little bit. Get more spread out when it gets augered into the auger too. Gets shucked around as it goes. Huh. I'll be darned. So it pops open, they're all just in little things right here. I guess that bottom must be the e13 graphite stuff, so. Pretty cool. One thing I don't understand is how you can do a bunch, because you gotta do one of these for each for each hopper. There ain't like a great big thing way for bulk. That's a problem. No. Seen the work though.
I am headed to Indiana to do a little bit more replanting. Hopefully that'll be the last of that over there. And then I got to come back here and either tomorrow or the next day and go back to the swamp, replant part of it, and be done. We're trying some of the hopper throttle again today. Half the planters going to have that. Half the planters going to have our usual seed treatment. So there's another good test on it, hopefully. It's getting kind of late for seed treatment, but it's supposed to have all these goodies on it too, make it yield more, so we'll see.
Neighbors cutting wheat. I talked to them, they said it was pretty good. I'm not gonna put their yields on here, that'd be kind of rude. But they said it was running anywhere from 16 to 19, so I'd be happy if I was them, I know that. I'm a stripper head. It's not as pretty for double crops for me, looking at them, because it takes longer for the beans to come up, but it's a lot better to plant into.
I'm over here in Indiana doing a little bit of replanting, and I hope this is the last day of it finally over here. I got one little area at home to do, the swamp, tomorrow. Then this, like they usually are, long drawn out spring will be over. We got done, I think, on 23rd of June or May, but we've had a little bit replant since then. Never have been down in here because it stayed too wet, but I'm gonna get it today, so not that bad. June 10th, so we're gonna be doing some more of the Replanting hopper throttle split here in the planter. The right side's got the Replanting hopper throttle on it, and the left side's got our regular seed treatment, whatever Reese puts on it, fungicide thing. So, see how many acres we'll get down here. I don't think there'll be a great deal, but gotta do it. And we'll be heading back home with it. I'll check my depth. I think it's deep enough to come up, but June 10th, you don't put beans in the ground and hope it's deep enough. You put it in the ground and know it's deep enough. You got to get them up, get them going. And the ground's really starting to dry out on top here on that. So I'll put them in one more notch. This is the deepest notch I've planted all year in beans, that's for sure. Every time I planted, I thought, well, I know it's going to rain anyway. But this time, there's not much rain in the forecast, so we're in a time of year that it may go quite some time now before it rains, and it's supposed to get hot. So pick them in, get them up, get them going.
Made it to Indiana. Dad's over here. Got the backhoe, picked it up at David's house, brought it over, gonna go dig up that line. Had a leak here. I do believe it's fixed though. It was just gonna shut the valve off. This is the hose that comes to the thumb here, but it just an O-ring there, I believe. It looked bad, looks like it's not leaking, so. Take me a little bit to get back here to do this, so go dig now. All right, here we go, first time running this. well, the hoe in. Dug around enough to pop the top off so I can reach the inside better. These are irrigation stands on field 2. You want to hear more about that? Watch the last episode. But yeah, it's broke right here. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get a collar here, put my pipe on. It's a new pipe to replace that length. I thought I was gonna do a collar out here, but it's just look like it's 190 tied into another 90, just screwed on right there. So yeah, a couple 90s, a little piece, and one coupler. Yeah, I think so. I'll cut that off and get it out of there and go get parts. All right, got a part. Well, didn't got a part, I cut it apart. Cheated. Yeah, that's how it goes. This is what we gotta replace. It's a big old U, 2 90s and a piece in the middle, I guess. Maybe just 2 90s stubbed together, I guess. One's gotta be threaded. Yeah. Now we just gotta play a little game of, will Reese remember all this when he gets to town? Alright, made it out of Lowe's. Vincent's, Indiana, about 20 miles north.
Well, I got done with the replanting in Indiana, I think, so heading back to Illinois. Going through the Patoka River bottoms. Nice and dry down in here, but I don't know if you can see this over here, but this field, a lot down in here, not planted yet. Beans over here pretty big, beans here a little bitty, not planted, big wheat patch up here. Today is Monday. Surely I'll get this all planted this week. I don't think it's supposed to rain for a few days. Like it's plenty dry, so we're getting after it now.
All right, ran into a little bit of trouble. I couldn't get that to fit in there, so I cut the hole bigger. Then I had a little foam sealant that I use. So got those 2 90s put together, a little piece in between them, then two new 90s, a new pole. I just did it up to here, so it was easy. Coupled it with the old piece. Now let that dry overnight and kick it on tomorrow, and hopefully it don't fly apart. Heading over to Indiana. Gonna go kick on that water, see my fix holds. David got done nitrating yesterday. That's all done. Side dressing's done. Garrett is post-spraying beans right now, killing the weeds that are up. There he is right there. It's got a drone of him. These beans are planted the 23rd of April, so about a month after our first plant beans. We just got one sprayer going on that because we are caught up with it. We don't want to spray them too early when the weeds aren't up yet, and then they come in later. So we just got one sprayer going on that. He's pretty well caught up, not working weekends on that, so that's about right. Jay's trucking while Garrett's doing that, so he's not running the second sprayer. And Dave is now gonna start doing irrigations with me. We'll probably be, well, this irrigation, underground irrigation holes, we're gonna turn it on today. We might turn all the corns on this week. They're getting big enough. Beans, not yet. Maybe next week or the week after. We'll see what the weather does. All right, we're making the field 2 irrigation, getting ready to turn it on. See if it holds down there where the backhoe is. This is the main manifold here. Goes to different zones and everything. Have a bypass there, it goes back down into the well. Have another bypass here for when we fire it up, that sudden jolt though. We've had a lot of issues. This hasn't been the best deal in the world, but I mean, it does okay, but I've had issues blowing this thing apart. So we fire it up, that's shooting the ditch, and we just slowly close it. So each one of these go to a different zone. You can adjust how much. That one's blown apart for, and that one, we just put them straight. They're open all the way anyway, so then you adjust them at the towers themselves. So here goes nothing. First turn on of the year. Your electric on here at a pump. On hand, double check, make sure my bypasses are open. They are. That'd be a bad deal if they're not. Here we go. And it says it's how much pressure we got. Of course, we don't have much. We're shooting it all out in the ditch. Try to slowly close this. And hope nothing blows up. Blows apart. Gotta do that because that motor goes from off to on, so this could slowly go in. Actually leak a little bit, but not bad. Yeah, only got about 30 psi. Don't want too much on the whole system. That's why we got this bypass there opening the well. You can't open it more with that too. Let's see how our tower looks. Well, my fix hasn't blown apart. That's good. And it's put water right in here where it should. So go into that zone. See? Go out there till it overflows and the excess will go out in the ditch. Right now it's going in here to go upstream. And hopefully get all that tile level where the core can get it, which it kind of works. So this is fixed, so I'll get this dirt all filled in here. Then I'm gonna go around, check each tower, make sure my little extension piece there is in good, it's not leaking, which this one's good. And just make sure there's nothing broke that I didn't see broke the other day. Then maybe work on getting the river pump in for when we pump out of the river, which is it's the biggest one we got. It's like 330 acres, I think it covers. Got a lot of dry spots, so that's one we like to stay ahead of, especially since it takes a while to get around. But it is much faster now since we put in the new electric towers. Thank you, Indiana Irrigation, on that. So I'd show you the other one right next to it. See? It's running to a bigger one. It must be in a wetter area that takes longer to fill up. To see how this, we already adjusted some previous years. It's just barely putting it in there. I'll probably adjust that one down too. It looked a little fast, but I wanted it wide open when I first did it in case I don't want my glue job to blow apart. Handle's even a little broke here. I don't know what happened to this thing. I got the right way to turn it, but there we go. That's probably more right there. You don't want these all wide open here because we're right next to the pump. You get way out there, you'll lose pressure. So you gotta neck these things down a little. That's probably better instead of wide open.
What are you doing, Emery?
Nothing.
Thought you was washing a sprayer.
Didn't feel like it.
I think we're done planting. Replanted today. Swamp, lost acres, part of it. We may actually be done. Started March 28th. Got done June 11th. Emery, he's a NBA player, aren't you? Not bad athlete?
Yeah. Alright.
NBA player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like say hello to all the girls, break their hearts out there.
Nah, not really.
Well, I haven't got too many of them yet because electric bike, the Hemingway was over here yesterday and it was right there, but Dad must have took it back with him last night. So I was gonna try this Buck EXT, changed the oil, cleaned out the spark plugs, air filter, ready to go. Then I put gas in it, and then it's got a massive gas leak, so it won't run because they ain't got no gas in it. Maybe you guys understand the reference. What is that, sling blade? So anyways, I got a mess, so I'm just gonna, maybe I'll drive the backhoe to most of it. I'll get the backhoe to most of it, and then walk the rest.
Well, as I said earlier, today is June 11th. I'm done replanting. I got about maybe 3 bags of bees left in my planter. And I'm going to go to 3.4, don't have any more of them. So I'm going to go down to King Bend. There's a place right along the river. It was too wet when I planted. Plant them out, get them out of the planter. Can't do nothing else with them but plant them. Can't take them elsewhere, got treatment on them, so I'm hoping this will be the last of the planting for sure this year, but you never know, I guess. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I am headed to King Bend at St. Francisville to get rid of them. Beautiful evening. March 28th to June 11th.
All right, I just got this side left to do, and I can actually drive on the road to that and just hop across the ditch where they're at. So about to get it. I figure I'd just show you this one. This one is at this side is sandy, okay? And it actually works really good here. There's tile every 15 feet apart, 3-inch tile. Over there it gets muckier, it don't work as good. Here in the sand, it works really good. And this is how I know if I got enough pressure. This one's as far away as you can get, the sandiest area, so it takes the most. So I have to have this valve completely open, and it looks like it's got quite a bit of water coming out. That's good. Get done with this side, then I'll probably wait 2 days or something like that, as long as nothing's broken, which I haven't found anything wrong yet. A couple of them weren't in perfect, so I got them in better so they don't leak where the extension is. I'll come back about 2 or 3 days and just see if each spot's getting full about the same time. If not, try and adjust some valves a little bit.
Okay, beautiful evening. I guess we're done. I come down King Bend, I got the planter emptied out. So take him to the shed, bar something unforeseen happening. It's the last planting day. At least we hope so.
Put in the river pump today, get it out of the shed. Yeah, we got her in, right? Pump hooked up, pipe to where it's gonna go underground. Now we just got a big old, what is that, 500 gallons or something? 1,000 gallon?
I don't know.
Not enough.
It's big, whatever it is.
Kind of nice.
Yep.
Field tending wagon.
It is. off the old frame off of an Ivers wagon.
I'm glad nobody's got camera of me backing up a wagon. I'm not very good at it. Anyway.
Turn on irrigations. We got like 5 of them turned on. Might get the rest of the core over here all turned on tomorrow. More irrigations. Working on getting this one fired up. This one you have to switch the direction and the speed on the end. Do the rest in the middle. And believe it or not, we're next to a river here, but we can't get enough water because of subsoil. But you can't ride over there, so there's pumps that send it a long way, so it takes a while to get fired up. But while I'm waiting on that, I thought I'd show you some corn. We've got some 1222 and 1136 out here. I didn't look up what I'm in right now. This is, you know, this is almost head high, not quite, but there's some stuff where some better soil over that way. It was over my head. It was about right here, so not gonna be long till we're gonna be tasseling and then pollinating. See if I can find a tassel here. Yeah, it's just right there, so yeah. Might be fungiciding, geez, 3 weeks before. Not gonna take long. That's starting to get the water to it now. There she goes. Still spits a little air, but it's all the water we can get. I got about 50 pounds of pressure, not bad. 60 would be better. All right, getting hooked up to the last pump. This will pump water out of the ground. Also has a generator run a second supplementary. Boy, it's a hard word. Supplementary pump. Is that it? I don't know. I'm kind of dumb. Anyways, getting that down there. Jay, Gordy, and Aaron's been trucking yellow corn down the ADM. Gotta keep an eye on the bin wire over here. It's running empty. You guys since we're filling this hopper up so the trucks can load out. Well, there's one here right now. I'm in Gordy's way. Anyways, I'm gonna have to open the side hole on that. I better get out of Gordy's way. I don't want to make him wait. And away he goes. There goes Gordy on the Green Plains. All right, last corn irrigation. Me and David, well, David went and get a trailer or a tire for that. Got this wellhead on. He had the skid steer. I didn't get the camera out for some reason. I brought this down. We got her hooked up. Now I just brought this one down. This is the only one we don't use anymore. We just use this for a fuel tank for this one, which also has a generator on it. It has this little supplemental pump there because they don't have enough water without running two. So start this up. This is a spot where we tow 3 different irrigations. If you've been watching for over the years, you know we got one of those. There's one here, one there, and then the one where it's at, it's way down there. So it'll be irrigating 1 spot of corn, 2 spot of beans, and we just move it as needed. Ain't enough water really to do a second one, and it's shaped weird, but yeah, I don't know. See if we can get her going. Well, I had to shut it down, not because what's supposed to be hooked up is looks like it's plugged right. It's not supposed to do that. Well, I'm not saying it did, but I'm saying there's a chance. By the way that kind of looks, weeds have been laid up, worked up, kind of. These marks right here, they could have got hit by a tillage tool. Wasn't me, that's all I know. Hopefully we'll be able to just adjust to get it on sealed up. We'll see. Loosen her up, popping her back over. Gonna tighten her up, I think. Yeah, I think it'll seal. Hopefully. I think this thing's been sulfured. Well, it's better than it was. Water's just starting to get down here. Kick this motor on here so this will move. Friday, back on irrigation duty.
Woke up this morning, looked at the phone. 2 of them weren't running. One started right back up. The other one looks like it's, well, it does have a bad fuse. Process of getting that. On the way up here, gonna kick the bin on. We were pulling that, ran out of it in the side holes, so now it's time to sweep it out. A few guys gone today, so I'm gonna say that till Monday. But we got a lot of corn left in our 250,000 bushel bin. We got side chutes, but we can't, slow enough you can't pull out of them, so I'm going to feed this hopper, sit out of this leg, out of that leg. Fill up then and hit the sensor and it'll shut off on its own. I'll hop in here on the newer side of things. Turn the leg on to dump into the hopper. I already got my shut-offs all on. Turn the pit on that the bin will dump into. And turn the bin on. When it gets full, it'll shut off. Okay. Been driving around a lot. I needed this 1 amp fuse. Hopefully it's just a weak fuse and it's not something causing it to blow. But anyways, it was bad right here. That's why this ain't running. Went to Vincent's, 2 different places didn't have it. One could have it by Monday. David had it in his truck back to St. Francisville, so only got 3 left after that. So I'm gonna put this in and hopefully it goes and doesn't blow again. Fire it up and wait for its pressure up. Just check out, we got a pest. Japanese beetles are definitely here. Well, came over to the well, got the actual rig running. It's over here. The water where it pumps out's over here. That's where I had to go to get water. And well, I wish I would have kept the camera on, and I could do it again, but I probably shouldn't. But I reset the starter here out the well, kicked it on hand because it wasn't working on auto, and had flames shooting out the side. So pretty sure that well's cooked. So we have one back at the home farm. I'm not sure it's the right size, so go make that drive and see. Made it back to the home farm under the shade. It was nice under here. We did not have a motor here. I think we've already used that before. And place fences on one either, but Match Richardville, Ileana Irrigation helping us out. There's one in Memphis, but they're not open tomorrow, so one of us will drive to Memphis Monday. It's probably 5.5 hours away, something like that. So somebody gonna be making a road trip Monday, and we're getting some more. No chance of rain for a while. I think it's supposed to get up 95 Sunday, something like that. I seen Garrett's spray trucks back here, so he must got done up at Robinson. I haven't talked to him lately. Got done spraying the beans up there. Yeah. Guess that's the update for now, so see you next week.